I could do this efficiency work, but I only have so much capital, and sometimes they'll do part or none, and more care about their business. And that's why it has to be somebody else's money. I mean, you have to have that building access a business and a market that will have a satisfactory rate of return for doing long-term efficiency work in that building, and it probably, in many cases, will not be the business in that building or even the owner of that building. That's the big challenge to overcome.
And it's really interesting. We're closing out this part of the program with a McKinsey consultant calling for a command and control solution.
Get that on there.
Everything was on for
but coupled with that, an environmental zealot calling for a market solution, which is where I'm going. And I sound a little bit like a hammer here, just finding different nails we can hit. But this concept that Doug and I have both pulled up several times of having the utility, one way or the other, guaranteeing the market for savings within a building that makes that a financeable thing by a third party. And McKinsey is a wonderful third party, but we've got a whole bunch of other third parties who can play that kind of role as well. I think solves this problem, ideally within the context of a command and control system that really gets everybody's attention, plus somebody that says if you're going to sell this building, you've got to be doing this. So you've got all those incentives lined up well, as well as the funding mechanism. The difficulty here is that in your core business, you're a hospital, you're going to buy a CAT scan machine. You might be pretty happy if you're getting 15, 18% rate of return on that investment. If you're going to be moving into something like energy efficiency, you typically demand something approaching 100%, maybe 80% return on your investment. Just totally different kinds of lenses if you're looking at these things through. But if you get somebody like McKinsey that would be pretty happy with an 18 or a 20% rate of return on investment guaranteed for the next 20 years, then suddenly a whole lot of stuff starts happening. And if we do that, then it also possibly, this isn't going to work. I had a funny line at the end, but you get rid of a whole lot of unnecessary CAT scans. It means once these hospitals have invested in this equipment, everybody's got to use the goddamn equipment.
So a couple of housekeeping comments just to close off. One, Hal tells me he has copies of his 10-minute The Talent Green film, which is a really great film about our trip to China 6 months ago. And I'm the star of it, so you want to get copies, and I'll sign them. Right on? Yeah. Second, we have a number, every one of these programs seems to build on the last one. We've got some great ones coming up too. Next month it's on sustainability. We have executives from Microsoft and Starbucks that will join us. Both companies doing really cutting edge stuff. It's quite interesting. And in January, on the 28th, we're going to have probably a day-long conference on the new political realities, both here in Olympia and also in Washington, D.C. And this is off the record, but we've secured former Secretary of Defense Bob Gates to be our star speaker for that, and hopefully we'll have a lot more for that. So we're very, very excited about that. Now, here's the tough part to understand. Apparently the mayor is next door, and Dorsey wants us to be very quiet. So they're going to bring food in here. We have this room for another hour. But when you leave, if you could go through that door so you don't have to disturb the mayor. Unless you don't like the mayor, then I can't stop it. Finally, thank you very much to the panel and to Andrew. This has just been fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just Thank you very much for coming.
I'm going to talk to the history guy.
Oh, I thought you met him. You had a meeting. We're actually doing conference hall.
Oh, is he?
Right here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Meet you at Starbucks downstairs? Or
Yeah.
side of the building?
Where did you park? Is that the
On the downside.
Which street?
Remember we drove by?
Yeah, that parking.
Right, that parking
Okay,
lot.
I'll
It's
just
parked right there. So there's a Starbucks right down there too.
Okay, maybe I'll just meet you somewhere. Yeah, he's leaving. So, exactly right, yeah. I think I'm talking about whether or not I kind of just said, yeah, but who on our team would be the one so now Todd and I are close together. Sure, absolutely. And what you told me